All right then, Tone. Here we are in the zone for once again for the very last pre-season match, the first home game pre-season match that we've seen, and it's probably the best pre-season match I've ever seen, ever.
Quality. I must admit, I expected us to have a more of a difficult game today.
Yeah.
But in truth, we just dominated. Where has Fabian been?
What was it against QPR compared to this game? Were we not playing as well, or did QPR give us a better game?
I think we've had another week training, so we've ironed out issues at QPR and put it into practice tonight. 60 minutes, you can see they look like going to be the starting 11 for next week against Everton.
Solid. It was a good mix between young players and older players. Minter started, and then you had like James Milner playing in a Gross position, which you called him James
Gross.
There we go. And he played pretty all right.
That suited him.
But I think this year we don't have the Europa League to put us down. We have more games to focus on the Premier League, and yeah, maybe this is our time to get ourselves back into that top 10 once again, no?
Be honest with you, if I was scouting for Everton today, I'd be worried. That's how confident I felt after today's performance.
So I think to finish it off, realistically, we love what we see today. Fabian football is looking spicy, it's looking aggressive, it's looking attacking, there's goals coming in, it's a clean sheet. Consistency is all we need now, right? Yes. We've seen the quality, consistency.
So Fabian is playing some fabulous football.
In the zone with a Tone, bit of bash, bit of bush, bit of bosh. All right, here we are with Josh. Now, Josh, we haven't had you on in a while, actually, to be fair. Yeah. We always talk on Instagram. This is probably the only Chelsea fan that I speak to, like, civilly. All right, you've seen Brighton today.
I have indeed.
And the last time you came, it was a pre-season again, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure.
Indeed, yeah.
How do you feel that Brighton have been playing recently, especially in this game?
Well, this game, I thought you lot played really well, to be fair. Like, if you carry that into the season, you'll finish quite highly in the league, so...
That's coming from a Chelsea fan, that's fair play. So obviously, I want to know, and be honest opinion on it, how far do you think Brighton can possibly go this season, being an outsider, you know? Well,
Villarreal are like a Europa League standard team, and I'm like, if you play like that against other Premier League sides, we'll get good results. So I'm saying the highest for Brighton, I'm saying could be 6th.
Wow.
It could be outside Europa League chance, I reckon,
So without all the boys that have come over to your squad, obviously Sanchez, Cucurella, and of course Moises Caicedo, a good bit of game time. How do you feel they play for you guys so far?
I don't like Sanchez at all. Like, he's playing with the ball at his feet, not good enough.
Yeah, a bit of a fumbler, isn't it?
Cucurella, his first year, terrible. But then his second year, he started to get into things, and now obviously he had that Euros with Spain, played absolutely quality in my opinion. He's one of our best players. And Caicedo, well, in my opinion, is our best midfielder. So
just looking at Chelsea, if there's any Chelsea fans watching, there probably will be a few. Where do you think you're going to be? I don't think you've had the best pre-season, have you? Especially against Man City, that was interesting.
Nah, obviously pre-season doesn't make out how your season's going to be, but what I've seen so far of that pre-season, I've got no hope at all. I don't know. I want 4th, but I don't know.
Josh, appreciate you coming on. Massive respect.
Thank you.
Chelsea fan, Brighton fan. Respect. Okay, we're here with my good friend Ben. Ben, great to see you, mate. I hope you've had a really good summer.
Yeah, it's been really good. Spent most of it working, but the weather's been nice, and got the next season to look forward to. So I'm really chuffed. Can't wait.
I would say it's been a break, but Olympics, football, the Euros going on.
There's a lot going on. I was surprised to see Dunk today, because I know a lot of the players who went off to the Euros for a lot of countries are still not back. I was happy to see him, but I was surprised he was back.
It's crazy to think that Dunk only had 5 days off, so it probably would have been nice for him not to. Maybe Webster a little bit more game time to see how we at level-wise. The way we're playing our football, do you like it?
The only difference I've noticed, I still think it's quite similar.
Okay,
it's very much playing out from the back, a lot of risky passing and whatnot. I think the big difference with De Zerbi that we got was when Matoma and Solly got injured. And we had a Dingra and sometimes sort of Pedro out on the left and the right, and it was great. But we had a propensity to cross balls in, as opposed to whereas Solly, March and Matoma, they run directly at people, and I think that was a really big part of our game that we missed. So I think the De Zerbi ball shifted a little bit then when we lost those 2 players, and it sort of become more crossing in, and we didn't do too well, and we got a bit shaky at the back with all the other injuries in the team. Whereas watching this, to me it felt a lot like those sort of early days with De Zerbi, and especially the sort of prime De Zerbi during, what was it, like 2 seasons ago now. You know, it was intricate passing at the back, it was sort of cutting inside, like wingers cutting inside. I thought it was great.
So do you feel that the players are starting to understand and get a hold of the Fabian football that he's trying to put forward? It is hard,
to an extent. It's too early to tell, you know. I mean, we've got a good quality squad, so I think they're going to play well either way. But yeah, I think it's going to take more time for them to really pick up on what Fabian wants them to be doing.
We have to build again, don't we? We do. And I agree with you saying, you know, we're not the biggest club in the world, and sometimes it's nice not having loads of expectation and sort of going into it thinking, well, let's get a decent thing. And if we
even higher, doesn't it?
It exactly does.
You know, and we've had a lot of them in the past couple of years. It's been absolutely fantastic.
And how shocked were we when we did get Europa League? Because we never thought it at the start of that season.
No, not at all. I mean, you know, at the start of that season we still had Potter, and I mean that losing him was a massive shock. So to get, you know, to do what we did was absolutely incredible, and I think, you know, it's absolutely not beyond our capability to do that again.
Ben, what an interview! Pleasure.
It's always a pleasure
to look into it, and good to see you, my friend. Bosh, subscribe, like, turn the bell notifications on. It's been your boy LiNX Brighton, and I'm out. Cheese.